My name is Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm viewing Old Fashioned by Kilian. I gotta say, that's a horrible name. Who wants to be old fashioned? Okay, so I've just been informed it's a famous cocktail. I don't drink anymore, so I suppose that's why I know absolutely nothing. So this is 210 for 50ml, and the 100ml is 310, and the little teeny weeny 7.5ml is £39. So I can judge this on 50ml. This is 210. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Oh no. Where are the notes? Okay. The perfume notes are wheat, absolute, cedarwood, hyper concentrated essence, Toulouse balsam. Oh, Toulouse balsam is one of my favorite raw materials actually. Hyper concentrated essence. I have no idea what that means. Hyper concentrated essence. Do we have our bottles of Old Fashioned by Kilian? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. So it's got this crap plastic cap. I understand why you can't have glass because it would shatter on the floor, but I would just love something else than crap old plastico. But at the bottom is glass. I know, I just think it's an afterthought. So let's apply one spray in the air so we can smell the sillage and volume and all that stuff. And then I'm going to apply it on my skin. So I've just been informed that this Old Fashioned is whiskey, zesty citrus and cherry. Maybe I should drink more. I don't know. Let's look at the atomizer. Okay, so let's apply the fragrance. So this, oh my gosh, this has got a raw material, which I have, called Divana. I think I'm pronouncing it right. First time I've ever said it out loud, normally I'm asking for stuff or thinking of it. I was making a rum accord the other day. Rum accords generally had Divana in, and depending how you work with it depends on what it looks like. And the quality of Divana, I cannot state this enough, has to be the best, most expensive, most highly purified Divana that you can get your hand on. Cheap Divana is disgusting. All Divana smells of kind of like a bit Damascone, very alcoholic, and it smells like something that you're going to drink and that's going to you up. When I was making the rum accords, I spent a whole day making rum accords and alcoholic accords for something I got coming out. I was just had it there in little pots and coming back to it and evaluating it throughout the whole day. And one of my colleagues kept saying, what the is that? What is it? And it was so funny because at 100% concentration, these rum accords they just smell like you're gonna have one sip and you're gonna be in a gutter somewhere with your underwear in your bag. That's just honestly what it smells like. It smells like you're gonna have memory loss and then end up in a hospital. It's just not great at all. But Divana, at high concentrations, this seems to be a really high concentration. I think it's unbearable. I think you need to handle it really well. So this absolutely smells alcoholic. This absolutely smells like rum, whiskey, rum, but more rum adjacent. Not sure if I like this at all. To be really honest, the cherry aspect is kind of a Damascus note mixed with this, some spices in there. This is a problem when you work with raw materials and you don't like them. This is making making my body all funny and making me want to see a chiropractor because it was making me like, I just don't, this is the problem when I don't like some raw materials because they're not particularly great. Smelling at 100% concentration, you have to evaluate it like that. Sometimes a perfumer's job is really taxing and you smell them at quite high concentrations within a formula. You kind of can't get away from that thing. So it's got coumarin, the vanilla notes, some wood raw materials, some spices, and Divana. I can smell this Divana. Onto my final thoughts. This seems to be, in my mind, I have no idea because I wasn't there. The brief seems to have been, make something that's going to smell like it's going to you up. That's what it smells like. Built to give you volume, substantiality. The cedarwood, like raw materials mixed with isosuper, to me, always smell a bit petrol-like, always smell like petrochemicals, and I feel like they always need to be softened. Ethylene bracelet giving this sort of soft, trying to smooth it and soften it. The Divana in this, to me personally, is a massive miss, and I can't bear this. I think it's awful. It's just so powerful. The rum and wood notes, it's got a petrochemical feel to it. I think if I'd maybe got this alcoholic drink before and smelt it before or tasted it, maybe I would have thought it was fantastic, but I wouldn't be drawn to this to drink it and I wouldn't be drawn to this to smell it. So not for me at all. But on a plus side, The substantial nature is fantastic. Longevity is fantastic. I just know this is going to carry on and on and on. So this is a really, really fantastic formula. But I think it's badly executed. It feels so niche perfumery. I like it smells like Divana, actually. So for me, this isn't a fragrance. I think it could have been jiggled around so it's less Divana, but then it wouldn't have been the fragrance. So this really isn't for me. So I'm going to try to not be me. So if I love this sort of really heavy duty alcoholic fragrance and I love the smell of like I was drunk, who was this before? This is a signature fragrance. This is a winter fragrance. This absolutely is a going out fragrance. The problem is for me, when things smell very woody and spices, they kind of always smell a little bit dated and they do smell old fashioned. This would have been great in sort of when Kuros was around with very strong, powerful, spicy, balsamic, resinous fragrances, but to me I'm not really drawn to this at all. I think it's so heavy. The geometry of this is like quite, to me, feels very like lots of middle and bass and not much on the top note, and it to me feels it is doing what it's doing, but it's not for me at all. But you know, everyone's different and you could think it's the best thing ever, but to me it feels like that Divana is sticking out way too much and it's not for me. So I'm going to mark it. I think technical ability is fantastic. I think the perfumers would have hit the brief, but I think it's I don't think it's a particularly great idea. To me, it just smells like alcohol. And it's given me the club at an end of a night when there's a mop bucket and when there's just drinks falling over. It's kind of got that instead of being sparkling and effervescent. I would love more sparkle, more effervescence, more fun, and it doesn't feel very fun. It feels like you're f***ed up on it. So I'm marking a 4 out of 10. I don't like it at all. I think it's so strong and powerful, and it's just really, really not for me. And this is a miss. So we love that review. So I'm going to go and wash my arm. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of irritated and I just feel icky. See you soon.